Assalamu alaikum. Let's cook. Okay, people, American trailer trash type filth is leading to the deaths of small people. You know, American news here. And for this first one, we're going to go to this horrible spot, upstate New York, Saratoga County, upstate New York. We have white American parents, Matthew and Samantha Diluski. Okay, now they had a 3-year-old daughter by the name of Jocelyn Ann Diluski. She passed away in February of last year. Now, this little girl, she was brought to the Saratoga hospital struggling to breathe. Why was she struggling to breathe? The people at the hospital said when she showed up to the hospital, she had matted hair and a severe lice infestation lasting months with no medical care. Her scalp was scabbed from lice. A dead cockroach fell out of a hat that was removed from her head when she showed up at the hospital. Her teeth were severely decayed. This lice infestation was so bad, it had progressed to anemia, which strained her heart and her organs, which is why she couldn't breathe. This is why she went to the hospital. Lice, okay, strained her heart and her organs to the point where she couldn't even breathe right. She also had high levels of a prescription drug called clonidine in her system, which is normally used for blood pressure. She hadn't seen a doctor in months. When the authorities went to her house, they said this house is deplorable. They said it was flies throughout the house. Their boots stuck to the floor, a kitchen sink clogged with sludge. This code inspector said this is unlivable. And the wild part about this story is, people, they have 4 more children living in this house. The other 4 were removed and placed with other relatives. As far as the other 4 children, there's a protective order keeping these 2 parents away from their other 4 children until the year 2038. Now again, people, this little child, 3-year-old Jocelyn, she passed away. Condolences to the people who cared about her. And the legal outcome, her death was ruled a homicide due to acute and chronic neglect. Both of these parents pled guilty to criminally neglect homicide. Now it's time to go to jail, right? Time for the sentence. The mother, Samantha Diluski, was sentenced just last month to the maximum 16 months to 4 years in prison. Again, people, I said 16 months. The father, Matthew Diluski, he was just sentenced a few weeks ago to the maximum 16 months to 4 years with credit for time served. He told the court, "I wish it was me that died instead of my daughter." I do too. What a slap on the wrist. This is what whiteness gets you. They let their child suffer to death to the point where lice ate their daughter to death. And this is all they get. The father's probably already out. I take that back. They're both out already. They're both out. Now, after this tragedy right here, the state of New York lawmakers introduced something called Jocelyn's Law, which is named after this little girl, and it's going to raise the penalty, okay, for what kind of time people get, because they know that the time that these people right here got, they took it from a Class E felony to a Class A so that they could give people more time. But here's my thing. Why not start the new sentence with them? They do that with black people all the time. When it's black people, you get the sentence going, you know what to do. None of these old rules apply. You do whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? Now these 2 are out in the world. They can abuse more children. And they didn't get any time. You know what I'm saying? Because the law, come on, man. This is crazy. Okay, people, we're going to go to a place called Tell City, Indiana now. Another one of these trailer trash type situations which led to the death of a child. Now, this was reported a few months ago this year. They took this child, Eric, 2-year-old Eric. Now, this couple, their name is Trevor Hayes and Kathleen Carter. They took their 2-year-old son, Eric, to the hospital. They called 911, took this child to the hospital. They said that this boy is not breathing. This child appeared very skinny and malnourished 40 sores, bug bites on his skin. He weighed 15 pounds, which is half of what he should weigh at 2 years of age, they say, and for his height. Unfortunately, this child passed away, and an autopsy found material in his system consistent with drywall, paint chips, or spackling from the home, along with diaper material, meaning that this 2-year-old child was trying to stay alive. He was trying to survive. He was just eating. You know, the body naturally knows how to survive. It's going to do what it has to do. So he's eating paint chips, trying to eat his Pamper, whatever. You know what I'm saying? This couple waited about 14 hours after he passed away. He had already passed away before they called 911. There are 2 other children in the house with them as well. One of these children was hospitalized for malnutrition and severe dehydration. Now, this house, extremely nasty. Couldn't imagine what it looks like, you know what I mean? Extremely nasty. But condolences to this child right here. Now, this couple, what happened with them?
Davis said just a little while ago her death was preventable and unconscionable. Matthew Dailuski was brought into Saratoga County Court to be sentenced after having pleaded guilty to criminally negligent homicide. His 3-year-old daughter Joycelyn died in February of last year. This is a case that has outraged the community. The conditions in the family apartment on Main Street in Corinth are described as deplorable, cluttered and dirty with rotting food and clogged sinks. Joycelyn's parents, Matthew and Samantha Dailuski, were arrested, and then officials say they repeatedly violated orders to stay away from their other surviving children. Officials say little Joycelyn had rotting teeth, drugs in her system like clonidine that were not prescribed to her, and a long-term infestation of lice so severe that it drained her blood and led to anemia. And all of that put too much of a strain on her little body. It was just too much to bear. Judge Davis sentenced Matthew Dailuski to the maximum for the charge. That's 1 1/3 to 4 years in state prison, and he noted that the crime is deserving of more. Dailuski was given the chance to speak, and he took it.
I totally wish that didn't happen. I wish it was me that died instead of my daughter, and I still think that to this day. I have thoughts about it all the time. I constantly think about it. There's nothing that's ever going to change that, ever. And I still want to die so I could be with her.